and welcome to the top 10 most expensive and super rare fidget spinners that have ever been purchased. Usually fidget spinners cost around $5 to $20 depending on what style and what the fidget spinner is made out of. However, there are some fidget spinners out there that actually cost hundreds and even thousands of dollars to purchase because they are super rare and the designs on them are absolutely incredible. So today, like I said, we're going to be taking a look at some of the most expensive fidget spinners and the rarest ones that people have purchased. But before we get into the video, as always, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you do not miss a single upload. And while you're there, why not leave a like if you love fidget spinners. Coming in at number 10, we have the Turbine Fidget Spinner. Now this spinner was custom made by Johnny and is a fully titanium fidget spinner with an insane amount of detail. Now this fidget spinner costs a total of $279. This is one of the most expensive fidget spinners out on the market, and I mean, it definitely looks the part. This fidget spinner is absolutely incredible. I mean, the design, the detail, and just the overall color of this fidget spinner is absolutely amazing. Now the only downfall to this fidget spinner, apart from the price of course, is that it is actually pretty thick. It's like an inch to an inch and a half thick, so if you've got small hands, then you're probably not going to be able to spin this one very well. Regardless though, although this one is probably a little bit tricky to get spinning super fast, it is still an amazing and super rare and expensive fidget spinner.
Excellent hand spinner. See if I can balance it on my... Oh god, I dropped it.
At number 9, we have the $190 Pepiaka Fidget Spinner. Now this one is actually made by Custom Knife Factory, and despite the name, they actually make a ton of really awesome fidget spinners. The one I'm showing you right now is the Pepiaka. It comes with a custom padded pouch to actually keep your fidget spinner in so it doesn't get scratched or damaged while you're traveling. It's also made by real and solid titanium, so it's got some decent weight to it so it can actually spin even faster. It's also got ceramic bearings and also tritium vials, which means that it glows in the dark while you spin it. I gotta say, this is definitely on my top 3 best fidget spinner list. I mean, if you just look at the design of it and color scheme of this fidget spinner is absolutely incredible. Obviously, it is fairly pricey, which is why it's on this list at around $190. But unfortunately, even if you did have the money to purchase it on their website, you can't actually purchase it now because they're fully sold out. This means that if you did get your hands on this $190 Pepiaka fidget spinner, then it's probably going to be worth a lot more than it is when you purchased it.
I have the enclosed bearings here, which are ceramic. Spins pretty well that way, but again, it's not going to spin on a flat surface.
At number 8, we have the 9-gear fidget spinner. Now this 9-gear fidget spinner was actually custom made by Ray for a client that they paid $600 for. Apparently it was pretty difficult to build as there is a total of 42 moving parts in this fidget spinner that move independently. What's really cool about this unique fidget spinner is that each of the 9 gears on this fidget spinner actually spins as you spin the fidget spinner itself. Now Ray actually shows you in detail on how he made this fidget spinner, so I mean, if you've got the equipment to build this yourself, then I recommend you go check out his video, which will obviously be in the description down below. By the way, if you've made it this far into the video already, then make sure to give this video a thumbs up and comment down below, let me know that you've done so.
This is a 9-gear fidget hand spinner that I made for a client, and this little fidget hand spinner can work by hand spinning, table spinning, and moving the gears individually as a fidget toy. And today I'm going to show you how I made it.
At number 7, we have the Skull Spinner by Arcady. Now this fidget spinner is once again, like with pretty much all of the other fidget spinners, is made out of solid titanium. I mean, if you're paying hundreds of dollars for a fidget spinner, then you're going to want the fidget spinner to be made out of super high quality material. Anyway, as you can see, this has a unique design on it with the skulls on either end of the fidget spinner that are both gold plated. Now rather than the complex 9-gear and turbine fidget spinner, this one has more of a simplistic design and is a dual spinner, which because of that, it is lighter and smaller, so it can spin for longer than the rest of the spinners shown. Unfortunately, you can't actually purchase this fidget spinner. It was actually custom made and cost $300 to actually purchase. But anyway, here is the fidget spinner in action. At number 6, we once again have the Pepiaka, but this time it's the V2 version by From Russia with Knives. Now, because From Russia with Knives sold their Pepiaka fidget spinner V1 insanely quickly for $190 that I previously showed you in this video, they decided to make a V2 version for $400 that is even better than the last one. There are a lot of things different with this fidget spinner compared to the previous version, but I mean, it still has the tritium vials at the end of the fidget spinner, which will give you a ring of color as it spins in the dark. This one is also made out of solid titanium for premium quality, but it also comes with caps that you can add onto the core of the spinner, so you can actually spin the fidget spinner on the table as well as spin it in your hand. Apart from the design of it, compared to V1, this is a tri-spinner, but it also has some more higher quality bearings so it can spin for a lot longer.
So average spin time has been over 2 minutes. It does spin, you know, with one hand, no problem. It does have these caps here so it can spin on a flat surface if you want it to. And you can also remove the caps if you'd like to.
At number 5, we have the Helix by Yellow Day Energy. So this fidget spinner created by Yellow Day Energy apparently took 9 months to create and is only just coming out onto the market. The basic and most simplistic version of this fidget spinner costs a minimum of $85. However, if you want to customize it and upgrade the fidget spinner, it can actually reach up to $200. Unlike some of the other fidget spinners that were made out of solid titanium, this one is actually made out of a combination of stainless steel and aluminium, so still pretty high quality fidget spinners. The plus side to this fidget spinner though is that it comes in a variety of colors. You can customize it however you like. You can have a black spinner with gold trimming, you can have a red spinner with black trimming, or you can just go solid silver like this guy did here in this video. It all depends on how you want to customize it and what your preference is.
But really nice work. They spin really well, have a great feel in the hand. And again, kind of the concept of the modularity makes it really unique, aside from obviously the insane machine work on this thing. So really fun one to play with.
At number 4, we have the Batarang fidget spinner. Now this one doesn't actually have a price on it because it was custom made by Ray, so it's pretty much priceless as there is only one in the world. I don't think he created this to sell to a client, because in the video he said that he got a comment saying, can you make a Batarang fidget spinner? So he decided to take on the challenge and create one, and of course he successfully did. This Batarang fidget spinner was created around the new Batman logo, and he actually made 2 fidget spinners, one that is solid and one that is hollow. I definitely prefer the hollow Batman spinner. I don't know, it just looks a lot more sleek, and the overall design of it is just absolutely amazing.
And you can see how it spins, and you see how it's pulling my hand back and forth. The reason, of course, is that this is an unbalanced design. It's not really perfect for a spinner. However, I think it's quite cool. I think it's interesting to have this, you know, whenever I pull this out of my pocket, somebody's going to ask me questions.
At number 3, we have Bathgate. Now this has got to be one of the most, if not the most expensive fidget spinner that somebody has actually purchased. This fidget spinner was created by Christopher Bathgate and actually sold it for $700 to a client. Now there is actually only one video on YouTube of this fidget spinner in action, and we don't even get a detailed explanation on how this fidget spinner was created or even what it is made out of. All we know is that Christopher Bathgate took months on end to make this custom gold and silver fidget spinner that looks absolutely incredible. While it definitely looks like one of the most premium fidget spinners, I don't know if it's worth $700. Let me know in the comment section down below if you would purchase it. At number 9, we have the OD spinner by Matthias. This fidget spinner costs a total of $100 and has got to be one of the slickest looking ones. While this fidget spinner isn't made out of titanium like the others, it's made out of stainless steel, and the reason why it's so expensive is that there is only a limited number of these fidget spinners out on the market. Now, I'm not entirely sure how many of these were actually created, but Matthias, who purchased this fidget spinner, actually purchased the 20th edition, which has got to be one of the rarest. This one has got a pretty cool design overall. I really like the arrow shapes at each of the ends of the fidget spinner, as well as the hallucination-like design on the middle of the spinner. Matthias actually created a really in-depth breakdown of him comparing a $10 spinner to this premium $100 spinner. So if you want to check out the full video, then as always, links to that video will be in the description down below. At And finally, coming in at number 1, taking the number 1 spot, is the Alpha EDC. This one was made by Revoke makers that cost a total of $200 to purchase, but the thing that makes this fidget spinner so unique is that you can use this spinner as a desk toy stand to basically stand on your desk while it's spinning. While this isn't the most coolest looking fidget spinner, nor is it the most premium, it is definitely the most unique fidget spinner ever purchased. So that has been the top 10 most expensive and rare fidget spinners ever been purchased. If you did enjoy the video or found it interesting, then why not go check out one of my other videos by clicking a video on screen now. But also, do not forget to like the video if you enjoyed playing with fidget spinners, and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss a single upload. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll speak to you in the next video.